Hi there, if you want to learn how to create sound effects, then you are in the right place. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create body falls from scratch. I'll be recording everything from my office here in my studio, and I'll be showing you what I'm recording and how I am processing, editing it, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get right into it. All right, so here is our file in RX, and the first thing that I like to do is whenever I record, I always have a few seconds of silence so I can grab the sound of the room or the space of the environment that I'm in so that I can remove that noise out of the file. So I'm going to do that right now. And if you want to see kind of the settings I did here, I just hit learn. I don't normally do adaptive mode. I just hit learn here. And then what I do is I listen to only the noise, but I want to listen to what I actually recorded with the noise suppression. So I want to see if it's intruding the recording of the sound. I want to make sure that basically the sound is as natural as possible and it's not ruining the recording. So that's what I'm going to check right now. All right, so I just remove some of that noise profile out of my sounds. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is try to level my sounds as much as possible. So you can see that some of my hits here are a bit louder, like this one here is pretty heavy. So I'm just going to bring it down because I want it overall to be around the same loudness. Clean up the beginning. And I might do also just a bit of limiting again, just to boost the loudness overall, and just kind of reduce these like random peaks here. It shouldn't really sound too bad, and it should help to boost the volume. So again, here I'm just going to, because this is a 32-bit recording, I can just grab certain sections here and just boost the volume without introducing more noise into the file. So I'm just going to do that for like these softer ones here, just so it's a bit louder here. I want basically everything to be as normalized as, or close to normalized as possible. Okay, so this is pretty good for me, so I'm just going to export that and head into Reaper. All right, so in Reaper here, I have my sound file, and you can either manually go in and just cut out individual files, or you can run like something like dynamic split to dynamically split through them. For this one, though, I'm going to just manually do it because I think I want it to be a bit more accurate in this, just also because there's a lot of noise in between like the different takes that I had here, and I want to see if I want to keep it or not. So. All right, so I got all these cut up. So I'm just going to space them out like this, and I'm going to export these into a folder, and then we'll bring them back in and start designing. All right, so now that we are in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load NVK Create just as a quick layering tool. You could do this manually, though. You don't need to have NVK Create to do this. And I already have one here that a file that I created here for my YouTube body falls for this video. So basically, I went in Reaper Media Explorer, and I just created a database where it's just basically this file here. So I'm only going to be using, this folder. So I'm only going to be using the sound files that I recorded for this video here. Okay, and so I'm just going to go with that. And let's layer some of these up here, and let's see what they sound like. All right, so some of these sound a little plasticky, and it's probably because of one of the jackets that I have. That wasn't kind of the material I was going for, but that's okay. All right, so something like this could work. I could even make it a bit tighter here. Okay, now a few things that we're going to want to add here to our design. One of them that I like to add here is going to be something like low air or some sort of like low enhancement plugin. just a low-end enhancer, basically to make the sound feel bigger and heavier so that it actually sounds like a body falling rather than just some clothing. So let's see what this sounds like. So that's a little bit too much here. Could also add a bit of a EQ here just to kind of shape the sound a little bit. So that's okay. Some of them you don't want that EQ. Obviously, like this one, it sounds very dull if you take off the high end. So this one had a lot, this first one here had a lot of noise, so I took it off. It sounds great. Sorry, I put it on, it sounds better to my ears, but the second one doesn't need it, so I'm going to take it off here. Maybe take this off here. So right now I'm just listening for like little parts of the sound that I don't like and I might not want in there. All right, here's another one that sounds pretty good. Let's remove that EQ. All right, so just like that, I'm pretty happy with some of these. Obviously, I have to sort through them and find the ones that I like. The ones that are a bit more transient heavy, like these ones here, sound better to my ears for what I'm kind of going for. It has a lot less noise and just more, I guess, tonal parts. And it's also just more transient heavy, so it's more, there's more detail to what's happening in the sound rather than just being like wishy-washy. All right, so there you go. It's pretty simple, nothing complex, but I did want to show you how you could do that for yourself if you wanted to. Now, if you want to see it actually being used in the context of a redesign, I did a whole redesign of a little scene of a game, and I used actually quite a few of these different body falls and things for like body rolls and stuff like that. So if you want to see it in action and actually used in a real world kind of scenario, I'll have it in the cards above or on the screen here. And yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, comments, let me know down below. And thanks for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.